Good eve- Good morning. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first in our training camp series today. What I'll be doing every day is waking up 8 a.m. after going to bed around 2, just to bring you more Jets content. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We're going to discuss the New York Jets training camp. We're going to discuss one of the biggest stories, in my opinion. When will JJ get removed from the pup list? We're going to have that. We're going to take your questions. Maybe we'll take some Jets call-ins. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick it off like we always do here with some Blitz BK.
Gentry covering the fumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine.
Oh. StreamYard acting up already?
Hey, all you shiners, it's time for something cool. I'm here to do my part. I'll drop a stinky fart. No chicken soup for you. I'm gonna eat it up. And then I'll do a show and talk about the Green Hornet. I got a new laptop. You know it doesn't suck. I'll need to keep it down when I'm making too much noise. My mom will pull the plug and Dennis smack my ass, and that will surely blow. Hey, fuckers, it's time for the Nick Shine Show.
Welcome, my friends, it's a shine time, it's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time, it's shine time, time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Shout out to Boomtown. Not just for all he does with this show and with Jake's show, which I will be on at 10 o'clock with Jake today, right after this. But Canada, Tim Hortons, hashtag big fan. Ladies and gentlemen, rookies reported on Saturday. Jets made some announcements. The biggest one is Jermaine Johnson. Him and Irv Charles were both placed on the pup list. Now, Jermaine is saying he's healthy. He's releasing videos. He's talking the talk. As we can see, he can walk the walk. But this is something to keep an eye on. Jets fans have a very knowledgeable history with Achilles injuries. Jermaine Johnson, the release, the get off. Pause. Calm down, Johnny. From the defensive end position, you're constantly using that more than a quarterback would. So I think the Jets are going to be a little cautious here. Now, do I think he misses the opener? No. Last night I had Dylan Terraman on with me. Great show. If you missed it, try to catch it today. Dylan and I discussed about an hour and a half of Jets talk. And then we were blessed with the presence of Charles Gorman and then Lane, amongst others. But they were quite interesting last night. Now, as Jermaine Johnson gets closer to training camp or the regular season, he's going to want to do more. When you're on the pup list, you can't participate in any team drills or activities. You have to work off over on the side field on your own. He's going to want to contact. He's going to want to test this. I'm sure all he's been doing is individual drills for the last several months. He's going to want to know if he can go. He's going to want to test this Achilles. He's going to want to test himself. You know, he's a competitor. He wants to compete. He wants to get out there, and he wants to help this team in the ways that Jermaine can. Jermaine's our best edge run setter. Jermaine's our hype man on defense. He's our passion. He's one of our leaders. Quinnen's more quiet. Jermaine is more get everybody else fired up, play to the crowd. This defense missed that last year. All of those things. This defense missed somebody with passion. We missed in a very short span. We lost Jermaine Johnson. Then we fired Robert Saleh. Then we lost our defensive coordinator Ulbrich and moved him to head coach, and we spread him too thin, as he admitted, and others as well. Then we lose C.J. Mosley. We took 3 massive hits right in a row. So we lost our passion. We lost the brains off the field. We lost the brains on the field, and we lost a Pro Bowl linebacker. Now, Jermaine Johnson's value to this team is going to be noticed very quickly. When he starts, and my personal belief with Jermaine is going to be start him off, pitch count him. I was talking with Dylan last night. I put an over-under for maybe 16 plays, right? You want him to play. You don't want him out there on 1st and 10. You don't want him out there on 2nd and 7. You want him out there big 3rd downs, 4th downs, red zone. You want him out there to change the game. You want him out there to be impactful. And as he starts to get comfortable and as he starts to get back into game shape, that's when you can see Jermaine Johnson start to get more playing time. That's when you'll see some 1st downs. Now, I'm sure they'll put him out there on a 1st down. They'll let him come out. They'll let him get the home, New York cheer for returning. But I can't see them putting him on the PUP list for several weeks. I would rather have him out there and start to ramp him up. And also, he's practicing during the week as well. He's not off on the side field come September. He's with the team. And that's when you can really start to get your wind back. Doing all these individual drills are great, but you hear it all the time in sports. There's a difference from being in shape, and there's a difference from being in game shape. And the biggest thing right now for Jermaine Johnson over the next 6 weeks, 6 days until the opener is to get into game shape. So he's been keeping himself busy off the field. His fiance, I believe her name is Hannah, is pregnant. So Jermaine's fully active off the field, supporting the Johnny Boy life. But when Jermaine Johnson hits the field, this guy is going to be looking to go. And he's going to be a very hard guy to take off the field. We know how he plays. We know what we need. And we know what he brings to the table. Little update, Jake Asman show starting at 10:15 a.m. this morning. Just got a message from Jake, and I'm joining him in a little bit. Hennessy, I can't see this name. I can't see him starting. I can see Weaver. I can see either Watts or McGregor. I can see a bigger body with more mobility. I'm still holding out hope he doesn't even make the team. Had a video a couple weeks ago of 3 guys who've been Jets that should be released. Xavier Gibson, Michael Clemens, and Max Mitchell. I can't see these guys elevating their games any further, and they're not at a point where any of them contribute on a regular basis. So I can't see it. I mean, Saleh had a thing for him. Not like that, but what has he done? I don't remember one positive play that he's made. I remember him biting on the RPO against Josh Allen. I remember him jumping off sides on a punt to give the team the 1st down or a field goal, whatever it was. I remember him jumping on a pile in Buffalo. I remember him arguing with fans in Cleveland. I remember him arguing with Deion Dawkins in the walkway. I remember him making us a laughing stock more than we already are. Why? If you're changing your culture, change the culture. Get rid of a guy that drags your culture down, and that's Michael Clemens. There's no benefit of him being a Jet. I'd be shocked if he is anywhere near a starting lineup. I don't get it. I know Sala and Ulbrich asked him to change and gain weight or lose weight and then gain weight. Like they're playing a game with him. I don't know what film Wilkes and Glenn have watched, and this is my biggest criticism of Glenn and Wilkes, which isn't bad, right? How do you still have him? How do you watch the film and say, all right, we're going to keep Tony Adams? We have a role for him. You watch the film, you say we're going to keep Jamie and Sherwood. We're not even letting him hit free agency. We're going to pay him 15 a year and keep him here. What did you watch on Michael Clemens that said this guy deserves a raise? He met playing time criteria after year 3. So he went up from like 1.3 to like 3.4 million. What film did they watch that says Michael Clemens is worthy of being here? Michael Clemens is worth a pay raise. David, Detroit Lion fan in the house. Thank you, David, for being here. I'm not sure if Michael Clemens is reliable enough to be an edge setter for AJ. Agreed. But the Jets didn't do a really good job of addressing edge. Now, we have a rookie Barron. We don't know what he's going to be. We got Will McDonald. There's questions about his ability to stop the run. He did add 15 pounds of muscle, so we know that there's an effort being made to be more of an every down player by Will. Let's see how it translates onto the field. Now, there's not much. McGregor and Watts were undrafted rookies last year. I don't know what the Jets are looking at the defensive end room if Jermaine has to miss a couple weeks and what they're going to do with this plan. Eli, what's up, man? Good morning. Clowney needs to be signed. JJ is going to start the season slowly and can make Clowney and move Clowney inside when JJ does come back. Make it happen, Jets. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me play a video here for you.
Hey, all you shiners, it's time for something cool. I'm here to do my part. I'll drop a stinky fart. No chicken soup for you. I'm gonna eat it up. And then I'll do a show and talk about the Green Hornet. I got a new laptop. You know it doesn't suck. I'll need to keep it down when I'm making too much noise. My mom will pull the plug and Dennis smack my ass, and that will surely blow. Hey, fuckers, it's time for the Nick Shine Show.
Sorry. Eli says Clowney needs to be signed. JJ's going to start the season slowly, and we can move Clowney inside when JJ does come back. Make it happen. I know I've heard this name out there. I've wanted him a couple years ago. I just think Clowney is at the point of his career where he's going to look to sign with a contender. I don't see him being an option for the Jets. And with the Jets trying to get younger, I don't see the Jets pursuing him, to be completely honest. Now, I know the name is intriguing. I know he has some skills that we need. You know, he's a bigger body, he's strong, he's good against the run on the edge, and that's something that we need. But barring an injury, I don't see the Jets going and making an addition like this. And I see that's why you got to watch the show, man. I bring you information you might not be privy to. Yeah, they tendered him to keep him. So they saw the film, they thought they can utilize him, and they decided to keep Tony Adams. Good morning, Kyle Clifton, saying no rush, baby him. Agreed. But I think they're going to start him off and pitch count him. You know, if you're watching last night with Dylan, I said 16 plays would be my over-under for week 1. That's 4 a quarter. Those are pivotal plays. Those are red zones. Those are third downs. And then you start to ramp him up a little bit. You see how he recovers after week 1. Maybe you move him up to 20, 22 plays in week 2. He gets that. Maybe you keep him there for week 3. And then maybe you move him up a little bit week 4 because you get an extra day off. And, you know, maybe you push him to 25 and 30. And then after that, you keep him around 30 and then add a little more each week, man. And then you'll know when he's a full go. You know, but this is a guy that we need. He's a pivotal part of this defense, Kyle. And good morning. Thank you for watching. Throw in some questions in the chat. Obviously, super chats. Cut the line. We'll get you on air right away. And let's see what we got here. Hennessy, what are you expecting from this team this year? I personally like not having the pressure we did the last 2 years. I love being underrated. I love being a team that nobody has any expectations for. Right? When your expectations are to the moon, you're probably going to get disappointed. When your expectations are ground level, you can only be joyous. So I think that when you look at the NFL, we do some things really well that equate to winning. We should have a really good offensive line. My friend, the Buffalo Jet fan, pointed out if you have a top 10 offensive line, you're usually not picking in the top 10 in the NFL draft. You control the trenches, you can control most of the games. Give me a second here. I saw the word coffee. I'm thirsty. I just woke up about 8:20. My first coffee. Usually I have a coffee or many before I go on air. So I'm waking up here with you folks. Thank you for being here. Every day we're going to be doing a 9 a.m. show for the length of training camp. So if the Jets are off, I will be off. But we'll be doing this daily series and trying to open up to a new demographic here on YouTube. To all my late nighters, thank you for being here in the morning. And to some of the new names popping in or coming back, I appreciate you being here. Listen, we cover the pass well, right? We're going to be able to rush the passer, and we're going to be able to cover with our secondary. That can lead to good things. That can lead to the game changing. That can lead to good results, something we're not used to. Now, we're going to be more aggressive up front with the defensive scheme. We're going to maybe be run blitzing. Jets fans might have to Google what a run blitz is after what we sat through for the last couple of years. But the New York Jets do some things well. Now, granted, this is a league where it's all about the quarterback. Maybe they can devise a scheme where Fields plays average. And with a dominant run game, which we all hope to have, and a pressure-filled defense, maybe we win a few more games than people expect. Maybe we make some moves in season because we win a couple games early. Maybe we make an addition to the team. Let's hope we're healthy because we're building this right now from the ground up, really. We got some nice pieces in place with this roster, but we still need more depth on the defensive line, which is crazy to say with the amount that we've drafted defensive line early and in round one, even. We put a lot of effort into the defensive line. We just need to find those guys that can fit this scheme and add them. I think we all agree we need more out of the defensive tackle room aside from Quinnen. Safeties, we'd like to see an upgrade in the future. Cornerbacks, I think we're great at. I think cornerbacks and running backs are our best two rooms. So you lean on those. You lean on your strength to get you through some tough games. But my expectations would be the floor is 6 or 7 wins, and I think the ceiling is 9 or 10. If everything goes right, this team stays healthy, Fields is an average quarterback, I think you're looking at a team that can compete. I think 4-4 is a great situation to be in at the bye week. I've looked at this as 2-game seasons. That's the way I'm looking at this, Hennessy. Pitt, Buffalo, win 1. Tampa, Miami, back-to-back games in Florida, win one of those. Dallas here, which never plays well here. And let's see which one of these I want to use. Nope, too small. And then going to London, win one of those games. You're 3-3. Then you got Carolina coming here. You should be 4-3. And then you can throw out everything in your playbook and go for it all in Cincinnati. I'm not saying we will be, but if you could get the 5-3 at the bye with this schedule coming out, you could be in a playoff content situation. I think 4-4 is more realistic for the Jets as a good target to get to at the bye. And then you want to change the narrative with this team. You change the narrative, right? You have to. You have the extra day off going to Miami. That's a bonus going to Miami in September on a Monday night and not a Sunday at 1. We haven't won with extra time off in many years. Then you come out of the bye. You got Cleveland at home. You got to win that game. And then short week going up to New England. You got to win that game. If you can win those 2 games coming out of the bye before our toughest game of the season, Baltimore, you're in a really good position. You're going to be in playoff talks. And then you got Atlanta and Miami coming up here in November, December, 2 Southern teams, one in a dome. Then you go to Florida, to Jacksonville. Then you go in a dome to New Orleans, and New Orleans could be competing for the first overall pick this year with how bad I think they're going to be. And then you got New England here, and then we end the season with Buffalo. And Buffalo may be resting people that week. That might not be a game that they play all their starters. So the season's there to the schedule is really favorable, in my opinion. You know, the only games that you can say really worry you on paper are Baltimore and the 2 Buffalo games. I don't think we're in that class. I would love to beat them, but I can't sit here and honestly tell you I think we're going to line up and beat those. It may even get ugly. I just don't think we're there yet. But Washington didn't think they were there last year. They were in the championship game. I think this team can be competitive. I do. If you control the trenches, you control the game. We can cover people. It's a passing league. We can rush the passer and we can cover on the back end. Now we turn those into interceptions. We turn those into turnovers. Dare I say a pick six? Seems like every time the Jets get a pick six, there's a Michael Clemens penalty, bringing it back. We should have beat New England that day. God damn it, man. Oh, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate with his 15-month member super chat. Thanks, Nate. His camp eye is depth on the edge with Barron, Noddy, Cowart, etc. DBs, who's the other safety? Do AZT and Stiggers play a role outside of specials? Wide receivers, the wide receivers. Yeah, all of them. Who's going to be 2? Who's going to be 6? And are 2 and 6 equal? Which is quite worrisome. So, good morning. Shout out to Dylan, who was on the show last night. If you missed last night's show, I highly recommend it. I think last night, and this is from a lot of feedback, was one of the better shows we've had. We had Dylan on. We discussed, we each presented 3 of our training camp storylines to keep an eye on. And then we brought in the great Charles and then Lane. And it was quite an interesting show after that. Shout out to everyone who tuned in. And I appreciate you guys being back here now. Getting back to some of your questions. I'm looking. Yeah, Jay Quest, what's up, brother? That's why 98 was great. We didn't expect that season. Then 99 came and we expected the world, and they stabbed us in the back of the foot, right? The back of the leg. The one thing I do love about doing the morning show is paying attention to Twitter. More information's coming out. It's tough to get information coming in 11:45, 12 o'clock at night. We get that in March with the signings, but we don't get that now. Good point, though, Quest. Every time we have expectations, it falls flat on our face. We didn't expect anything that rookie year with Sanchez and Rex, and we did really well. You know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You can say a lot about the New York Jets and how bad they've been, but we've had some pretty good success in year one of coaches. Parcells went 9-7. Herman Edwards, I believe, went 10-6. You know, Al Groh was 9-7 with a chance to make the playoffs. Still, Vinny had a really bad game in Baltimore. Threw a 99 or 101 yard pick six to Chris McAllister right before the half in the final game of the season. I believe it was Christmas Day, if I'm not mistaken. Mangini came in 10-6 playoffs. Rex came in 10-6 playoffs. Bowles came in 10-6, no playoffs. Gase was Gase. Sala was Sala. But other than that, we've had really good success when we change things up here. So, Hennessy says our line looks good on paper, but we've seen what looking good on paper, guys. 100%. 100%. Here's the good thing about it, though, Hennessy. 4 of the players are returning. The scheme is getting improved. Can I tell you without question the scheme is getting improved? Yes. You know why? Because Keith Carter's got nothing to do with it. You and I can coach the offensive line better than what we had the last couple of years. So I'm looking forward to what they do. And I really think that getting a nasty guy like Membu at right tackle is going to give us an identity that we haven't had in a while. I want to see a team that it's 3rd and 3, we run the ball. We get it. Not all the time, but I want to see a team that when we got to run 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, and we move the chains. How many times have we seen the Jets line up? They're going for it on 4th and 1. Someone misses a block. Defender shoots right to the backfield. 3-yard loss. Change of downs. The other team scores. Game over. Quest of the question. Do you think the Jets would give Cliff May a chance to make the team rookie undrafted player? I really think that he could make a run at it. There's not a lot of questions. 2 of the guys at that defensive position at the end are undrafted from last year. So, it's not like they put high investments into them. So, there's opportunity there. Listen, you make plays, you have a chance. How do you feel about the Jets? Asking for Lane. I'm explaining it now. So if you want to be the opposite of Lane, just pay attention. Thank you for being here. Trying to catch up with everything in the chat. I was a little bit behind. Quest, 12 months, 1 year. Yeah, homeboy. Do you see guys like Cliff May and Will Paulis making the team as undrafted free agents? I think the cornerback room was a little more difficult to make when you got Sauce, Stevens, Thomas, Carter, Stiggers, Oliver. I think that's going to be a little more difficult to crack the cornerback room. I think our cornerback room might be the strength of this team. So I think that's going to be more difficult. If Paulis can play inside, because right now I believe our backup to Carter would be Isaiah Oliver, right? He's the best that we have covering on the inside. Aside, you're going to have to move your safeties around, obviously, if something were to happen to Carter. But I think Oliver would be that guy, and I think that he's got some value and he'll make the roster. But if Paulis can be an inside corner guy, might give him a chance. Dylan, member for 1 month. Great show last night. Love chopping it up with you in the chat. Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining the show, and looking forward to everything you got going on. And now that you have your daily planner, we got to figure out the date that training camp ends, and then have you back on that Sunday night where we can recap the stories that we presented last night and see how they went throughout training camp. Matthew, big fuck, says, will Clemens get the bag when he puts up a 17-sack season? I think you got the bag and might be a little stoned this morning. 25. If Clemens goes over 8 sacks, I'll shave my eyebrows. Boom. You know what to do, Boomtown. Interesting. Jay Quest. We're going to have to. I'll cut my. All right. I'm going to have another Genergy. Jay Quest will go to Genergy 2.0. I'm just saying the Genergy because the name starts with a J. Eli with a question. Nick, there's no way this is the roster we are starting the season with, right? There's got to be more additions to this team. All right, let's look at that. Defensive tackle, it's a possibility. I think guard depth is a possibility. Also, tackle. I don't love the tackle depth on this team. We got Chemwu, which I'm calling him. I can't say the name. Chemwu is what I'm calling him. He's our third tackle. I've already said I think Max Mitchell deserves to get cut, and there's Carter Warren. When you look at our guard depth, our third guard is probably Titman, and then you move Myers into play center. So you could see some depth there. Tight end, if they don't like what Ruckert brings to the table, you could see in addition, you could see them cut ties with Ruckert. I think the running back room were good. I really like Donovan Edwards, too, as an undrafted player. I think he's a guy to keep an eye on. He might make some decisions tough down the road, especially if you are of the mindset you do not want to sign Breece Hall to a long-term deal. You might want to get that other running back on the roster, protected, and keep him here long-term at a really, really cheap deal. Wide receiver? Yes. Wide receiver? 100%. Quarterback? I don't think so. I think you got Fields and you got Taylor. And now I don't think you're going to bring somebody in. Boomtown. With Clemens, I don't think anyone questions his physical attributes, but he has zero football IQ. I have to think Glenn and the staff believe they can fix that. That's fair. That's fair. You know, if they devise it and they break it down for him and say on this play, you go upfield. That's your job. Just do your job. Don't try to guess. Don't try to think. Just do. If you're a defensive end, we're going to stunt. You crash down on the guard on this play. Like, he does have physical strength. If you can find a way to utilize his physical attributes, as you say, and make the game simple for him, maybe there's a chance. But I am not looking forward to him on the field in key situations. First down run, sure, maybe. I'm not looking forward to it, but I could see it considering our other options. Dylan says Malachi might be the best backup nickel. All right, so another possible opportunity for Malachi Moore to get some playing time. Ladies and gentlemen, there are not many names that I love saying in the chat more than assist my suicide. Why? Because when he's here, nobody assisted him with his suicide. Welcome back. And I'm glad you have not found assistance in this matter yet. Since no one is talking about the third, I think Giovanni Williams is the other brother. Safe to assume he's out. Yeah, I it would be a great story, but I don't see it happening. IndieJet, member for 4 months. Thank you. Mark it down. 25 said he'll do it live on your show, too. Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Woodruff is here. Had a nice 12, 13-minute phone conversation with Mikey yesterday. And Mikey, I look forward to our next conversation when I call you next Sunday. Dylan says, if they have plans to keep Breece, don't use the tag and just extend him 2 years at what the price tag would be. That way, the guaranteed cap isn't impacted as much. Yeah, I mean, we looked at the cap number for running back. It's $13 million for this year. Obviously, it'll go up a little bit next year. But long term, I mean, you got to go drop a minimum 1,500 total yardage, right? If he goes and catches 75, 80 passes, which he might. There might be games where he gets 7, 8 catches and just we keep clearing out, dumping it off to him and letting him create in space. And then the more he does that, the safety's got to come up and account for it. And that's when someone like Arian Smith can get downfield. That's when maybe Garrett can get deep past the safety on a double move. I think Breece can be a catalyst for this offense. We thought it last year, right? A lot of us were saying Breece 2K. We thought the whole offense was going to run through Breece. Never really happened. Never had a chance. So maybe this year we see him used as a passer. He's wide receiver too. I think if you're betting right now, you bet Garrett Wilson to lead the team in catches, and you bet Breece Hall to finish second. Third is where it gets interesting. Let's do that. Who do you think finishes third in receptions on the Jets? And I'll catch up to that in a little bit. Thank you for watching. I know there's no training camp practice today, but I wanted to come on, let you guys know every day throughout training camp. We'll be coming on at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll see if I can get some guests. I know it's tough to get a guest at 9 in the morning, much like it's tough to get a guest at 11:20 at night. If anything big happens in Jets news throughout training camp, I will go on at night after work as well. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're a member of the Discord, obviously you get all the announcements of when we're going on. And I say we because I always say it's the chat show. I just facilitate it. Yeah, Nate's right. I hate that. I hate saying those words. He is. He's look like Tarzan, play like Jane. You know what? Since it's the morning show, let's get some Jets call-ins. We've had our shows where we have our interesting characters call in. Let's get some Jets calls first. Sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. Also, for those of you watching, Jake will, and I'll be joining Jake. We'll be going on at 10:15 this morning. Also, for those of you watching, new bonus structure put in. I haven't figured out how we're going to do the single gifts yet for memberships. But if you gift 5 channel memberships during a raffle time period, we're going to use a multiplier. The first one you gift, you'll get 7 entries. You get 2 bonus. If you gift a second 5, you'll then get 4. Third, we'll get 6. We'll add 2 to your bonus every time that you gift. Nate, careful. Don't go at Knob over his Clemens jerseys. Don't go at Knob over his Clemens jerseys. Speaking of Knob, ladies and gentlemen, last night we debuted the gift package to Charles Gorman. Enjoy. We'll be right back.
How's it going, guys?
Is this your masturbation uniform?
Oh, stop it!
He's Charles. I come here today bearing gifts. Not from me, from Knobcraft. Knobcraft has sent you many gifts. I don't know what they are.
It's drink Cheerwine soda.
Now you gotta put it on. Hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. We gotta go one gift at a time. For the camera, please. Smile.
Pork brains with milk gravy. Nutrition facts, 3.5 serving size, 2 ounces.
It's only 375% of your cholesterol intake for today. Like material?
I think it's Hebrew or something.
It's not Hebrew. It's probably Hindi, and it says New York Jets in Hindi.
That's very interesting. Very interesting. I like that.
Here we go. Let's get you in your uniform. Hold on.
Oh my God.
What are these?
Large size condoms. The thinnest Magnum condom. So I got fucking.
That's gonna be my screensaver.
And I got dots. I love me some dots, man. They're one of my favorite candies since childhood. Fortunately, the only negative I can say, they get stuck to your teeth sometimes.
They do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the great Charles Gorman. Charles, you received a Show Me Your Butthole hat, a New York Jets shirt written in Hindi, considering the neighborhood that you live in. You received 2 boxes of dots, a pork brains, 2 Cheerwine sodas, and a box of Magnum Raw large-size condoms, the thinnest Magnum condom, lubricated, for contraception plus STI protection. Charles, what are your thoughts on this gift package that you've just gotten from the great Knobcraft?
Well, thank you, Knobcraft, for the gifts, especially with some of the food, but the condoms. You guys really want me to lose that virginity, huh? Well,
You want to lose your virginity?
I do, to the right woman.
Miss, are you the right woman? She didn't respond. I tried, Charles.
Probably my favorite gift outside of the dots of the soda is this shirt with the Hindi on it.
What's it say?
New York Jets in Hindi.
New York Jets in Hindi. Absolutely 100%.
Sorry if my emotions get the better of me sometimes. I can be a unique individual when it comes to that shit.
I say fuckhead, but unique individual also works. Well, Charles, you're a good man. People want the best for you. Now you go get the best for yourself. Go get a job. Nikki, thoughts on the gift package for Charles?
I like them all.
Shout out to Knob for putting that gift package together to send to Charles yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, Addison, member for 13 months of the channel. Thank you, Addie. Good morning to you out on the West Coast. Addie says, good morning to all you lovely motherfuckers. My good luck member chat. Hell yeah. Yeah, Jay Graves, the homegirl. Member for 9 months. Charles, dots are trash candy. Now, Graves, slow your roll, young lady. Slow your roll. We will not have that type of nonsense being spoken in the chat. Nate, not only did he put it on, he wore it to Sunday family dinner.
Show me your butthole.
He's Charles.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
I do have Jet's thing too. That's why I called in. You said just call in for Jet's chat, right?
Yeah.
So
Are you
I
not
need to,
wearing a shirt?
not tonight, right now, no. The Jets are gonna win the first 3 games today this year. Do you agree with me?
I am so distracted now with you not having a shirt on. I did not expect that. I do have an update for you. Your air conditioner will be there tomorrow.
Did they say what time?
They did. Between 11:20 and 3:30. It's getting
Oh,
delivered by
that's
FedEx.
good. You know why? That's the hottest time of the day. Gets hot at noon. Yeah. Sorry about last night. I fell asleep. I went to bed early last night.
You don't have to apologize, man.
And then I went to the movies with my daughter and her boyfriend, and they took me out to Ray Robin restaurant in Massachusetts.
Nice. What movie did you see?
Superman. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I like Crypto.
You like Crypto?
He was cute. Yes, cute dog. Yep. Who was that guy with all the like pimples on his body with the baby? Who was that?
In what?
In the prison. Remember when they in the prison and Superman was in the prison?
I didn't see the movie.
Oh, you didn't? I do. You went to with your kids.
I don't see. No. I didn't see the
Okay.
movie.
Well, that's the only character I asked about. I didn't know who that was.
All right.
So do you think the Jets will win the first
Yeah,
3?
I mean, Jay Quest is saying no spoilers, Bobby. You can't be giving spoilers out. Not everyone saw the movie yet.
I wanted just to know that character. That's all. I didn't see anything else. Just one character in the movie. Alex Charles. So do you think the Jets are going to win their first 3 games?
No, I don't see us beating Buffalo. I think
I
that
do.
if all things go well, we can beat
Okay.
Tampa.
Yeah. Okay. How many wide receivers does Buffalo have right now on there? They don't have very many good receivers.
How many do they have? Probably like 12 until they
Not,
cut
oh
down.
yeah, 12 of non-names. They're not
They
good.
have Keon Coleman, who they drafted last year from Florida
Oh, big
State.
deal. The Jets could.
They got Shakir, who I have in a fantasy dynasty league. Who's pretty
Yeah,
good.
well,
They
he's
got
like-
2 tight ends with Knox and Kincaid.
I'm not worried about them.
I would be. I'm more worried about their defense, man. Their defensive line is beefed up.
Yeah, who cares? The Jets are gonna do it. I think the Jets. Well, we only
They
lost.
signed
by
Josh
one-
Palmer from the Chargers, who's a good deep threat.
Yeah,
They picked up Laviska Shenault, and they got Elijah Moore, former Jet. So I think their wide receiver
he's
and Curtis
washed.
Samuel. I would kill for this wide receiver room right now.
Yeah, me too. I want Curtis Samuel like him. But the Jets only lost by 3 points at home.
Yeah.
Remember that guy screwed up? He didn't follow.
Rodgers? Yes, I
But
remember Rodgers screwing up.
no, he didn't follow that guy, remember?
Well, I remember Rodgers screwing up.
No, you guys got mad. Remember he was following Josh Allen, the defensive guy? And
Yes.
he gave up that first down. They got a field goal, then won the game. I think that's how they won. Remember?
We won because we didn't score a touchdown on the final drive, and we settled for a field goal kicker.
Well,
Missed the kick.
I looked it up last year. It was 2 days ago. It was 23-20.
It was.
So I think we have a shot at Buffalo, and we're going to beat Pittsburgh. So 3-0 stuff for the Jets. That's my prediction.
Now, as much as I want to discuss the Jets here on the morning show, I do have to ask a question. It's my job as a show host to ask the tough questions.
Right.
You don't have a shirt on. Do you have pants on?
Yes, I got shorts on. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not totally naked.
Okay. I didn't know. People are asking.
I'm wearing my shorts today. Yes.
All right. Do you have a fan at least?
Yeah, I have a fan. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the air conditioner will be there tomorrow. And,
Yes. Thank you for all
Did
your
you
help.
get the number for the maintenance guy to ask him to help you and put it in for you?
Oh, my friend Ed's going to help me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, you're going on today?
Yeah, after Jake's second show. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the great shirtless.
Okay.
Bobby
Can I
Midnight.
give you my job updates too?
You go ahead. What do you got?
Well, Saturday, I went to Missy and talked to her. She said after the kids go back to college, I could probably get the day shift.
Okay,
So she
nice.
put me in line. She gave me her own business card. Yesterday I was busy. I did 3 or 4 job job applications, and then there's one in Hinsdale, New Hampshire. That's a restaurant, and it's like only they open early in the morning, close 2 p.m. So that works out good for me and Mike with the car situation. It's a waiter and server. So yeah, it's called Baking Me Crazy. So it's breakfast. It's good food there. Me and Mike went there before. And then we did Dunkin' Donuts. I did where I used to work at Chartwell's up in Putney, Vermont. They're looking for jobs. So Mike likes
you, Bob. We will
yeah.
We will continue the saga.
Yeah, I'm not late. I'm not sitting my ass. I want a job.
Oh yeah. Good for you, man. Listen, just put all the applications in, you never know when it's gonna hit, right?
Yeah, lucky.
You like to you like to shoot your shot at every lady in the chat and that comes on the show. Shoot your shot at every place of employment. You never know when it's gonna hit.
I agree with that. That's a good call. Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, shirtless. He didn't even get paid to take his shirt off. Bobby Midnight, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye now.
Shirtless Bobby Midnight. Did not have that on my bingo card here on a Monday morning. Eli, member for 1 month. Thanks, Eli. Nick, am I crazy for thinking the Jets could finish second in the division? No, because I don't think there's going to be competition for second. I think we're all kind of botched up there together. So I don't think you're crazy for thinking it. I think it's going to be a tight race the entire year. Eli with a $10 super chat. Great contact, Nick. Thanks for your hard work. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Blitz BK, member for 8 months. Good morning, everyone. Love the early show. Hell yeah, Blitz. Can't wait to see you this Saturday. I will see Blitz. Looking forward to it. Matthew, big fuck. See, with a $5 super chat. Bobby, you don't know shit to anyone here. Get whatever job you want when you want. I support. Listen, you just got to put all. I'm telling Nikki the same thing right now. Just don't put one application in and think that job's going to hit. Put them all in. Oh, I missed this comment. Damn it. I would have loved to get to that. Fuck. I'm sorry, Nate. Please forgive me. Yeah, Quest. I think so. And Graves said the same thing. Listen, Eli Moore is their 5th wide receiver. Their 5th. That's a pretty good situation to be in. He was our 1 at one point. I'm sorry, Quest. I didn't see it. I was on a different tab. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Interesting. Bobby, I know you weren't around last night. I got something for you. Now, since you're shirtless, Bob, you already won half the battle here. We presented this to Charles last night, and he said he didn't know. Actually, Bobby, call back in. Call back in, Bob. I got something to ask you. And we will definitely get you Nate's question as well. Let me find that. But Bobby Midnight, click the link. Call back in. I do have one more question to ask you, my friend. He's always quick with the trigger. If he got up to pee, it might be Jake's show by the time he comes back.
Yes.
All right, Bob. Hello.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're looking for work.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was driving Nikki home,
Yeah.
and we passed a Little League baseball field, and maybe 100 yards later,
Yeah.
is a go-go bar. And they're hiring for bartenders. Would you be interested in bartending at Club 516?
Well, I don't know how to bartend though.
That's the problem with this scenario.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Will Levis, Titans quarterback, will undergo surgery on his throwing shoulder, ending his season. Will Levis out for the year as the backup in Tennessee.
Who's the backup?
I don't know who there would be. They drafted Cam Ward number 1 overall. Levis would have been the backup.
Right. Ooh. You got to get a veteran in there.
Yep.
So what's this? Yeah. So what? Open Tuesday? Yeah. So it's, yeah.
Oh, we're getting nuts here on the morning show, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby is shirtless.
Do you remember
and
Z100?
So is his co-host.
Hi.
Do you remember Z100 when it got crazy in Z100?
No, I never listened to that.
Oh, I love that show. Hi, Addison.
What's up, Bobby? Hi, Nick. Sean. Good morning.
Yeah, did you hear what Indy Jet said?
FTG. That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. That's what he could do to me, but I'm not going to do it on his show. Well,
So
Indy Jet, you were
Bobby,
drunk.
I called let's be happy, Bobby. It's a happy morning. Let's not start the day off with bad vibes, all right?
With me for no reason at all.
That's fine, Bobby. Just don't ignore what dumb people say, all right?
So, Bob, is this a no on applying at the go-go bar to be a bartender?
I don't know how to bartend.
That's the one hurdle, huh?
Yeah, well, that's true. I don't know how to bartend.
All right.
I have to go to class like Doug on King of Queens. Remember, he went to the drink. He went to get bartender college thing. Remember?
Yes.
Yep.
And the
I watched
funny
that
guy,
episode last night.
the teacher was so funny. He was mad. He got mad at Doug all the time. But he did get his diploma. Yeah, that was a diploma. Yeah. So
Look at that, Bobby. You're influencing a whole community. Assist
Hell
my
yeah.
suicide, saying now he's got to go shirtless too. Solidarity with your guest.
well, tomorrow I'm not.
Oh wait, I got to? No, I'm good.
Tomorrow I won't go shirtless because when I
Yeah.
get the air conditioning, it's gonna be ice cold tomorrow.
I wanted
Yeah.
to bring some color on the screen. There's a lot of white.
There's a lot of-
I'm
I'm
Wow.
definitely white. I'm
You need
going.
to get some sun on that skin, Bobby.
Well, I'm gonna be burning if I do that.
Why don't you go for your walk today with no shirt on?
No, I'm not gonna burn. No, I'm thinking.
Well, you don't stay out there for 4 hours. You walk for
Well,
10
I
minutes.
take an hour. That I don't want. I get burned quickly. So.
Well, walk fast.
All right, Bobby. Thank you for calling back in, sir. You have a nice day.
Well,
You're a nice
that's
guy.
the only question you had.
Yeah,
I know.
I forgot. I had that. Later, Bob.
See you on Jake's show, maybe.
You got it. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Armand says Titans have Brandon Allen, Tim Boyle as QBs behind Ward. Now that Levis is out for the year. Levis. How are you, sir?
All right, just waking up. I have a late start this morning, so fuck it. Here I am.
Yeah, 7 a.m. on the West Coast, man. Thank you for calling in.
Not yet. Not yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Training Camp Daily. This is a series that I'll be doing throughout training camp. 9 a.m. shows. If the Jets are off, since it's 9 a.m., I think if the Jets are off the day before, I won't do one, since there won't be much to recap at 9 in the morning. But we will. I'll have the schedule figured out. I'll look at the Jets training camp schedule, and we'll post that, and we'll be doing this daily. If something big happens throughout the day, I'll go on 11:20 at night when I get home from work, and whatever, trying to open it up. See some different names in the chat, bring some people back into the community that maybe can't make the late night shows or watch after the fact, and I'll do my best to pump out some more recorded videos as well.
And all the crazies that were here last night and are here this morning. Hell yeah.
Show me your butthole.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
It's going to be my favorite two videos to play back to. That's one leads to the other. It's a perfect setup. Thank you, Gator, for putting that together. It's terrific. How did you sleep, sweet prince?
Greatly next to Smokey, like this guy right here.
Nice. Oh, my buddy Phil from the UK. Nick Shine in daylight hours. Hell yeah. Well, Phil, what do you? I think it's a 6-hour difference, so it's like 4 in the afternoon there. Phil watches a lot of the shows the day after, and Phil sent me a towel last year from the Jet Minnesota game in UK. Him and his wife took the ride down. They couldn't make it to the game. They took the ride down to the area around the stadium, and sent me and a couple other content creators the actual towel from the game that they were giving out. So thank you, Phil. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. Georgie, member for 11 months. Addison, waka,
Okay, baby.
waka. Uh-oh, he's still upset. Yeah, ignore it, Bob.
I want to start
3
the day
p.m.,
off
5
feeling
hours.
good.
Bob, ignore anyone trying to trigger you, Bob. But ladies and gentlemen, you got anything Jet related before I wrap it up, sir?
Go Jets. I just came to show you that I'm awake. I'm ready to hop on. And I saw shirtless Bobby taking some shit. So I wanted to come back him up. Take my shirt off too. That's about it.
I like that American flag thing. What is that?
That is a across the pond flag.
Send me a picture of that Text me a picture of that. Like that looks dope.
Of what?
Behind your bed. It looks like the American flag.
Oh yeah, you
Your bed
won't like
under
it because Kobe's on it.
Good call. That's how you know we're good friends. You know me well.
Kobe's in the middle of it.
Awesome. All right, Addy. Have a good day. I'll talk to you
Oh,
in
yeah.
VP. And in
VP
a couple
time.
minutes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got to make another coffee because I'll be on with Jake in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
12 minutes.
12 minutes. See you in 12 minutes. Peace out, everybody. Hell yeah.
Later, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Before we leave, we do a thing here, as some of you may know. What did we learn? Quick recap of the show. Maybe you missed something. So we throw it around to you in the chat for a minute. Type, what did you learn during this episode? And then we'll throw it to the greatest note taker in the North, Boomtown, who will put a pretty little bow on this show. Pretty little balloon knot.
Show me your butthole.
Peace, Charles. Addison learned some people can't handle Bobby's sex appeal. Ah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick it over to Boomtown. Boomtown, drop it like it's hot. And Boomtown, if you don't mind.
Show me your butthole.
K-Brock, member for 10 months. Jet up, 9-8, 7th seed incoming. Yeah, that's why games against the Bengals and the Steelers are going to be really important in terms of tiebreakers. You know, that head-to-head tiebreaker potentially down the road. Jay Graves, I learned that I will be planning my kiddos' morning walk to coincidence with the Nick Rise and Shine show. That's it, baby. Boomtown learned Tim Hortons will be key for the early shows. Jermaine Johnson is fully active on and off the field. Jay Quest is willing to go to unspeakable lengths in showing his lack of faith in Clemens. Bonus, Bobby is shirtless kind of fella in the early AM. Bobby considers Indy to be a funny old man. Addison is not one to be one-upped by his co-host. They're a perfect team. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you to everyone for all of your members' super chats. Thank you to Eli, Matthew, and everyone for watching. Thank you, guys. You're all nice guys. You're all nice girls. And if you're a really nice girl,
show me your butthole.
See you guys in a bit on Jake Show.
Gentry covered in football. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stand by. I just received a new video from Gator from last night's show. Give me 1 second. I'm adding it to StreamYard right now. And you will see this live with me Gator, I don't care for playing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I would say do not have this playing on speaker if you were at work. But you should know that already with this show. Last night, Lane came on the show, and Lane was having a discussion. Let's see if this loaded. I'm waiting for it to upload. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Let me play a video. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane discussing a topic that we're all familiar with.
I'm Lane. Thank you for letting us know.
It's a common thing. So, how do you feel about Jermaine Johnson? How do you feel? You think that they could come out in the first half or second half? Will they masturbate in the first half or second half? I don't know. I would have to think about how they feel about it going into be a lot of semen, but I hope the fans don't get grossed out if that happens during the first half of the game. Is that me? I look like I got my teeth fixed. 2, 7, 11. I love the Jets. Hey, Lane, what are you doing? Yeah.
Do a backflip. Do a backflip, Lane.
Bye.
Lane. Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Gator putting together a great highlight clip. You're on the wrong show. I'm going over to Jake's right now. I'm co-hosting with Jake today.
Yes, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch time. You ready
Nice.
for action? Let's party. How
I'll
you
see you
been,
in a bit.
Nikki?
I'm
All right,
good.
I'll see you later, Santa.
I'll see you on Jake's show.
All right, Santa Claus.
Have a good day, everybody. What the